Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning into News 9 Live. You're watching top stories from our studios here in the National Capital Region. Like always, an expansive list of stories for us to cover, and the big story that's coming your way is from Baramulla district of Kashmir, ladies and gentlemen. Two terrorists have been killed in a gun battle with security forces at Hadipora. This is in Sopore. Now take a look at this. The identities of the two terrorists are yet to be ascertained. This is what we're picking up. Sketchy details at this point in time. Must tread carefully. Two jawans have also been injured during this exchange of gunfire in the battle. Cordon and search operations are continuing at the site. Some definite visuals on your screens as and when we're getting them. We're trying our best to swiftly and hastily put them out there for you. The cordon and search operations, the Joint Security Forces operations are continuing at the site, and roads have been closed and residents advised to stay indoors in view of the risks. Some of those visuals that we're tracking at this point in time, of course, differed from Sopore, where the gunfire and the gun battle is in fact taking place on your screens. Now, educational institutions in the entirety of the area have also been closed for the day. That's the big story that we're tracking for you right out of Baramulla in Kashmir. Two terrorists have been killed. Proper confirmation is yet to be ascertained. They were neutralized in a gun battle with security forces at Hadipora in Sopore. The identities of the two slain terrorists are yet to be ascertained. Their affiliations yet to be ascertained. Corroborated information at this point in time also yet to be ascertained. But what we're also picking up from Sopore in Kashmir is that two jawans have also been injured during the exchange of the gun battle. Cordon and search operations, which is the set rule and the normal operation to follow, it has already begun. Joint Security Forces, they're carrying out this cordon and search operation, which will continue. Residents have been asked to not step out. They've been advised to stay indoors, viewing the risk, keeping the risk of this gun battle in mind. Educational institutions in the area have been shut down for the day. Definite visuals on your screens. Army deployment being mobilized from one part to another. What we're picking up is that two terrorists have been neutralized in Sopore. This is Baramulla in Kashmir. Irfan Qureshi, my colleague, joins us on the broadcast here. Irfan, let's quickly cut across to what you can tell us at this point in time. What is the latest detail that you're tracking? Do we know the identities of these two neutralized terrorists, their affiliations, to what particular terror outfit do they belong to? The search and cordon operations, give the viewers and myself a complete lowdown of what's really happening in Sopore right now. Over to you, Irfan.
See, obviously, this is the Hadipora, Rafiabad area of North Kashmir's Baramulla district. This is very much in the Sopore township. Sopore is now a peaceful area, but once it was a hotbed of terrorists. But so far, there is a huge success for security forces in this operation. This is a joint operation in which two terrorists have been killed. But unfortunately, one Indian Army personnel and one Jammu and Kashmir police cop is also injured in this ongoing operation. There were special inputs about the presence of terrorists in the area. The inputs were received by the J&K police that 2 to 3 terrorists are present in the area. They are roaming in the villages of this Hadipora, Rafiabad. Soon after the information, security forces launched search and cordon operation in the area. On precautionary basis, some of the educational institutions and the schools were closed to avoid any untoward in the area. This was a huge, we can say a massive operation that was launched this morning, and by the afternoon, the contact established with the hiding terrorists in the area, and a gunfight triggered. So far, and two security personnel are injured in the ongoing operation. However, so far no identity have been ascertained about the killed militants, but operation is on, and we believe in some time the security forces will be coming up with the details of the ongoing operation. There may be presence of one more militant in the area, as the input was received about the presence of 3 militants. But so far 2 have been killed. That's why the information we are receiving now that the operation is on and the whole area is cordoned off by the joint force of Indian Army, CRPF and J&K police.
Irfan,
This
if you could
is,
also throw some light in
we
terms
can
of
say
the
after a long
residential
time.
areas where this search and cordon operation is going on as well. You've confirmed for us that two of these terrorists have been neutralized. Can you throw some light as to how many houses are in this area that has been cordoned off for the search operations? One more terrorist, you're telling us, is still roaming around scot-free in the area. The security forces are trying to nab this person. How many people are there? How many educational institutions are there in this area that have been shut down? Give us a lowdown of all the logistical problems at play as well.
See, this is around 10 to 12 kilometers away from the Sopore township, Hadipora, Rafiabad. This is a, far-flung village, we can say, of North Kashmir. This is highly populated area, but the gunfight is somehow in between the village and the origin this village. If you can see from the visuals that this whole area is, highly populated and have very dense orchards because Sopore is known for the apple growing production, and we have Asia's largest fruit mandi, apple mandi in the Sopore town. This area is a typical village with dense orchards, and the gunfight is going on in the area of orchards that is in between the highly populated villages of this Rafiabad.
Right, Irfan, do stay on with us because it's important that we also talk about, the Jammu and Kashmir security review meeting that was recently carried out. Kathua, Doda, Riasi, these three terror attacks also took place. And now we're already amidst this gun battle that's taking place in Sopore. Now, let's throw some light on what's happening on the Riasi front. Latest in the Riasi terror attack, of course, Irfan with us to corroborate all this information. One person has been arrested in connection with the Riasi terror attack by the Riasi police, according to the Jammu and Kashmir police's social media. 9 people were killed and 41 injured as a bus carrying pilgrims that had plunged into a deep gorge after an ambush by the terrorists in Riasi district. The investigation into the June 9 terror attack on the bus in Riasi was handed over to the National Investigation Agency. Irfan Qureshi continues to be with us. Irfan, ever since the National Investigation Agency has taken over the Riasi case, things have sped up now, hasn't it? More swift action has been taken, and now we're learning that one person has been arrested on that front.
Yes, the information we are just, receiving from the officials that one terrorist have been nabbed in this case, who is suspected to be involved in this Riasi terror attack. That was, a serious challenge for the security forces in the whole area of Riasi, Poonch and Rajouri, because we have seen back-to-back terror attacks in this area. And J&K police has already confirmed that there were a few infiltration attempts from across the border, and they are trying to disturb the peace and communal harmony in the area. But that one terrorist maybe briefing about the arrest, and this is huge success for the security forces. So far this Riasi bus terror case is concerned. So far launched soon after this attack, and many people were called in for the questioning, and many were detained by the security agencies. So far, J&K police have already issued some of the sketches of the involved terrorists in the attack. But now, by the arrest of this terrorist, J&K police can crack that how these terrorists infiltrated and what was the help and the logistic they have received from this side of the Jammu region, and who are the people who have provided local support, and how they have planned, recce and then executed this terror attack in the area on the pilgrims. Now, J&K police have, we can say, got the breakthrough, and many arrests may be following after this terror arrest, this time by the J&K police.
All right, let's hope so, let's hope so. Irfan Qureshi, ladies and gentlemen, bringing us the latest details. Many thanks, Irfan, for joining with us and helping us out with whatever's happening in Sopore and on the Riasi front as well. We're going to keep coming back to you as and when you have more details for us. For the time being, slipping into a quick commercial break here. News and developments will continue right on the other side. Keep it with News9 Live.